Hello Scorpio, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back, and for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm Nicole. Scorpio, as you can see, the surroundings have changed. I've been making some changes around here. Still a nice table space, but yet a little more comfortable, I'm going to call it. Scorpio, I have a video that I posted, or not posted, tried to upload last night. It's not uploading. I brought it back down, trying to upload it again. I'm seeing the same issues, but the collective message went out. So I don't know what's going on with that video, and I'm curious to see if this one will upload and be cooperative. There's something spirit, something for the masses there, Scorpio, that I feel there's something about silencing. And I'm actually gonna turn this light on. Hang on a second. Let's see. There we go. A little better, maybe. I don't know. It's the middle of the day. Lighting, whatever. There's some kind of silencing here, Scorpio, that's happening. As I say that, there's the Five of Pentacles. I realized that was separated of the deck. So we're going to run a reading here. Sun, Moon, Rising. Scorpio, take the information as you need to. Cross-watcher, if that's you, welcome to the channel as well. Guys, discern the messages accordingly. I don't know. I feel like I'm coming into more of a spirit saying easygoing space. I don't know what that means for this channel or for you. I have no idea. I have no idea. The one thing I'll say too is today I've been dealing with, that video doesn't want to post. It's about synchronicities. It's about signs. It's about an owl. It's about lots of things. And one way or another, I'm going to get that video out to you. Somehow, some way, I'm going to figure it out. But regardless, my throat today has been irritated. I'm not sick. Constantly clearing it. I feel like words are not wanting to come out. Call me crazy, call me a conspiracy theorist, call me all these things, right? I don't care. Label it how you want to. But there's a reason. There's a reason for that, I'm sure. Scorpio, I was going to say something. What was it? I don't know. This is a little bit of a different reading. The field of the reading I did last night was different. This one is different as well. Take what you need from it. Leave the rest. If it fits, great. If it doesn't, that's cool too. It's not for you then. It's fine. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Scorpio. Pay attention to... This came out last night. There we go again. Spirit. Pay attention to your surroundings. Stay quiet, Scorpio. For now. I'm going to say for now. This has got a weird... that reading and this reading have like an eerie feeling to them. Like, I don't even know. I'm going to burn some sage or something here because it's got, and go ahead, say in the comments, you're just babbling, right? I had a couple people, you're babbling. Then turn it off. And that was what... I had someone say in the comments, and am I triggered? Maybe a little bit. Because, Scorpio, I said in that last video, you're seen here, you're heard here, right? I personally can attest to many people over the years, myself, I'm part of that Scorpio collective, right? That you weren't heard. I wasn't heard, right? And we're not going to get into all my shit. But I've got as much shit as anybody else. I'm human too. But someone said in the comments about God despises tarot. It's the devil. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to say this. First and foremost, I'm going to sound like a mean person. As I just got done telling you all to stay silent, I'm going to say it anyhow. This is my channel. And if you don't like my messages, click off the video. If you don't like tarot, if you're against it, why are you here looking for it? It's like you're picking a fight. Like, what are you doing with your time? And P.S. Those who put faith in God, which I do, so there's a fun fact. No judgment. That's why I left organized religion. Think about it. So if you feel the need to come up on here, know that you can sit there and judge me and what I do and how it's helped everybody else in the comment section, or the people that just don't say nothing at all and just tune in and take in the information. I'm not here to appease you. I am not here to argue with you. But I'm telling you, take a deep look in the mirror with your judgment, because God did not judge us. He loved the sinners and he loved the saints. So, yeah, I'm triggered for a couple of different reasons. And more so because there is nobody in this world that's got the right to tell anybody else how to live. So, that's that, and I won't say the next thing that I almost just said, so we're going to leave it there. All right, Scorpio. I don't even know where to start with this reading, because I don't really even know where it's going. I don't even know why I'm sitting down doing this, but felt compelled to sit down and do this, so we're just going to do a thing. This Five of Pentacles, I'm going to hang on to it and put it on the side. I've burnt a ton of sage as we've been sitting here, and I've been gabbing to you all. Or as one person, again, mumbling, babbling, or whatever they said. All right, Spirit. There's a purity here, Scorpio, of peace and liberation coming in. You could be sitting in your purest form yet to date. And taking a look at your own, faults, your own dilemmas, your own situations. You could be being a spirit, being a viewer to the own parts of your life. And Spirit is asking you to ask yourself, how much, okay, now I know why I brought this up. Thank you, Spirit. Have you spent years condemning yourself by the viewpoints of the people that have tried to condemn you as well? Now, I always say, like, the reason I go off on my little tangents or whatever, there's a reason for that, It may not make sense to me, but it's always something that I feel I'm compelled to do, rather than talking just to hear myself. Okay? Not my thing. Scorpio, this is an overview of things, and I said to you in one of the last readings about you coming towards people with compassion and forgiving them. And I want to ask you if you have, okay, chill, if you have also forgiven yourself for things as well. This Five of Pentacles, some of you, hey, absolutely not. Some of you are coming out of this space of massive lack and seeker. You're seeking more for yourself. You're seeking more for other people. I've had a lot of conversations with clients this week. Numerology, I talked about the signs and symbols. Had a lot of conversations this week with some clients who were coming into awakening, right? Like, not that they weren't awakened, but understanding how much deeper this runs. And there is a Spirit saying vast majority of you who are becoming purposefully aware of the conditioning. Part of that video last night, I talked about paying attention to others, watching shit go down, things that you are not necessarily in and a part of, but you're watching a lot of change happen, where you thought maybe that things weren't going to be rectified. Big scale, little scale, daily scale. All of a sudden your focus, I mean, you're thinking about yourself and what you need. But your focus is also shifting to the fact that there are things outside of you, Spirit, vast majority again, that your attention, and it could be a distraction in some form, but your attention is being tuned in to the chaos, the nonsense, the heckling of other people. That's different, heckling of. You're waking up, precision, illusion, focus. Some of you are having these, and I talked about it in that video that we'll not post, these intuitive downloads. And you ever see like one of those videos where like it could be for like sleep meditation and everything's channeling through and everything's coming through like the galaxy, and it's just numbers and symbols and synchronicities, and all of these things are just, they're in it, you know, they're coming at you a mile a minute. This precision to me is like spirit pounding you right now with intuition, intuitive downloads, a deeper awareness, putting the pieces together, reaching through the smoke and the mirrors, the clouds, the illusion, the bullshit. It's like there's something in your life, small scale, big scale, that they've painted a really pretty picture, a really beautiful picture of something. But beneath the surface, it's false. If you hear my stomach growling, I don't even know why. I'm not even hungry, so sorry. This is false. This is falsified belief. Maybe falsified prophets, falsified systems, falsified traditions. The ignorance of other people, those who think they know and don't know when you look at the actual definition of ignorance. You know that you've got to get like the hell out of Dodge in a situation or with certain people. Your look, Scorpio, I got the chills, is piercing through somebody, piercing through something. There is a, I always talk about this awareness, right? This is the awareness within. This is spirit talking to you. This is guides talking to you. The heart and the temple. The heart is that place within. The temple is, we have been removed from understanding that that sacred space lives within us. It doesn't have to do with anybody else. And in order to find sanctuary, thank you, Spirit, in that is to recognize that you are a temple, Spirit, in your own right, that requires definition, precision, and careful planning. So Scorpio, whatever you're doing, the ocean, it's giving me the moon and the sun vibes with that. It is the contrast of the light and the dark within you. And I think as you're watching certain people fall from grace, these power shifts, these dynamics, it may be invoking an emotion in you. Be careful of who you feel sorry for. That heart opens up to compassion, but make sure we're giving compassion to the right places. I don't think that there's necessarily people that don't deserve compassion, but I also am getting this feeling from spirit too that says, you think about like in a relationship, if somebody cheats, as an example. For some people, it's a done deal right then and there, and there is no going back from that, right? Like the damage has been done. You can't undo certain things. Whatever this is outside of you, Scorpio, is you recognizing that some people can never make a comeback after that fall from grace. Or you feeling like some of you may be feeling stuck and stagnant, feeling like you can't make a comeback yourself. This is about the light side. This is the shadow side. This has to do with you. This has to do with your close external circumstances and the global scale of external circumstances. Okay? This is divine feminine energy coming in to take over. We've got the underworld and the river. A lot of water energy. This is as much... Here's the funny thing. It's funny, but it's not funny. The ones that have done dirty deeds, the ones that come from the epitomes of this underworld, the epitomes of hell, right? They could drown in their own sorrow. They could drown in their own mud and muck. Scorpio, I think why this message is coming out from you is kind of like, I see you as like the lord of the underworld. Nobody knows how the underworld works like a Scorpio. Talk about sitting with the deepest, the darkest parts of situations, the scariest, the creepiest, and not being rattled by that, but kind of looking at it from a space of curiosity and emotional stance, paying attention to how it makes you feel and going, I know how to work this. I know how to do this thing. This is a two-sided sort of energy. The cards that have come out on the upper side of the table here have been in the reverse position to me, been in the upright facing the other side, and then vice versa. The orphan, the inner child. Again, Scorpio, a lot around children, the starborn, as I say that. Scorpio, if you have felt abandoned, neglected, left out in the shadows of things, this starborn rebirth is you doing this last bit of work in this regard. You're going to have more work after the fact, right, on the self. But this portion, this big change, is almost complete at last. You're beginning to find that soul family, those soul mates. Don't just romanticize them, though, either. That are coming in and they see things through the vision of your eyes. They see an abandonment wound. You could share abandonment wounds. 3 is that energy of the Empress. 3s could be very significant. And 5 is you're changing. I don't know that I want to say life path. You're changing the trajectory of your free will, okay, to a higher vibrational energy. The Destroyer coming out in the reverse, this is, and the Sword, this is anything that's held power and control over you, no longer has that position. I talked about the Sun and the Moon. That card's got some of that there. It reminds me of people who just want to fight because they can. They don't even know what they're fighting for. They're fighting on terms and conditions of somebody else's belief system. Getting swept up, they become puppets to another person's end game. You know, it's like collateral damage, but it's not collateral damage when they choose to participate in it. Scorpio, you're walking away from these pawns, these people. You know, I've talked a lot about it, and I kind of feel like it's a bit redundant, but it's still the message from Spirit. I can't change that. It's what you need to hear. It's what you need to know, or they wouldn't bring it through. You're going to continue to shed people, external environments, situations all around you for a while to go. This is going to go into 2025. This year has been about like poof, waking up. You're going to see it one way or another, and that's what's happening here. Why these messages have come in so oddly to me lately, I don't have an answer for. Like, it's been a whole shift of the way that the energy has come through. I did Aries, I think it was this morning or yesterday. I don't even know what day it is anymore. And no issue. Typical reading, Scorpio, we talked about in the past that 144,000. Some of you I've talked about some deeper light worker work, I'll call it. There's a lot that's coming together and culminating for this shift. These shifts are slowly integrating and happening every single day right now. You're going to feel the energy change. You're going to feel the expression between you and another person's communication be different. You're waking up to seeing that the things that were meant to destroy you, there are people that are even close to you now that you think have your back that they do not. You may be shocked and surprised by this. The Three of Cups. Five of Pentacles to the Three of Cups. Five of Wands. I think that came out last night too. Let's see. I'm going to keep this short because I'm actually on very limited time today, but still. Had to sit down, had to do a Scorpio read. Numerology, Spirit, clarify that for Scorpio, please. What does this stand for? You know, this is like downloading visions in your sleep. Strength and the Hermit. We have to go through that period of isolation, spiritualization. I don't know. It's like I'm making up words like crazy here lately. I don't know. It's the way Spirit's coming through. 8 and 9. 8 and 9. 3 again. Scorpio, you could be doing things subconsciously that are tuning you in to all the things that you need. It's like, Scorpio, you're getting ready to bust out on the scene somehow here, and it's truth. It's the sword of truth that comes through with this, and you're not doing it to win a prize. You're not doing it to gain recognition. You're doing it because of the atrocities that have happened in your life or another person's life, or the things that you've bared witness to. There's something to be said here. There's a lot to be said. And other people are going to be, I think I said this last night, furious with the fact that you're in that. As I say that, the illusion, here comes the devil. Shapeshifter in the reverse. Like, the devil is the devil. You know, he could mask himself and present that facade, right? But I think that these people, they don't even care. They don't care. So whether this is in your current world stage, whatever it is, they don't even care that you know who they are. Because it's like, this would be like, and I hate to throw the word narcissist around, right? But it's the same vibe. A narcissist behind closed doors is the devil. But when you go out in public with that person, everybody loves them. Oh, this person. Oh, that person. Oh, this. Oh, that. Not realizing that this devil has everybody on strings. They've got everybody set up for failure. Hang on one second. Everybody's home. Anyhow. So with that, they are puppeteering. They are playing the game. And there are so many people around them that are sleeping and they don't see it. The people that are sleeping don't see what this master manipulator is doing. 6 of Pentacles. You know, they're getting breadcrumbs in this. Whatever this is, they're getting breadcrumbs from a situation, and they think that they've been given it all. They haven't gotten anything out of this. Scorpio, your focus, Queen of Cups coming out. There you are. In the Judgment. This is where you have been silenced and put to bed and casted out and left for dead. Right? Just left out to pasture. Put Scorps out to pasture is what they tried to do. And this Judgment comes through, and this is a resurrection. It's a resurrection of all of that. Hold on. So help me goodness. Anyhow, this is a resurrection. This is everything that has been silenced, put out, closed off, changed, chained, is starting to wake up. And I think, Scorpio, that you're going to find a lot of people support you. a lot more than you anticipated. And there will be people too that aren't so loyal, and you'll see that. I'm looking at this Queen of Cups, and I'm hearing I gave you my heart. This, to me, feels like, Scorpio, you were loyal to a fault in a situation. You gave everything that you had despite, and are giving everything that you have despite being down and out in the past. You are seeking a new way, a new path, a new direction for personal change and growth. I don't know. I feel like this message doesn't need to be much more. Whether this is like a reminder, and behind the Judgment is the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Wands. You don't have to fight so hard anymore to stand your ground. It's like you've established the battle lines. Cross me. You know, it's like, go ahead. Cross the Scorpio. They're going to pull that stinger out, and your ass is grass. That's going to be all she wrote, right? Scorpio, you are redefining what an awakening looks like. And it's like you've come up. You've been brought here to come up against people. You know, it's like you think about people and their characteristics and their traits. Like, some people are shy. Some people are bold. Some people are loud. Some people are timid. Some people are scared. Some people aren't. And Scorpio, you have just gained the title of no shits to give. And in that, I think collectively, throughout the world, as you begin to tell your story, you begin to tell your truth. People are tuning in. They're listening. I don't care if you're writing books. I don't care if you're writing music, poetry, songs, interviews, you're speaking at meetings. Like, I have this vision right now, and Spirit's showing me all of these different, like, I can see somebody standing up and speaking at a meeting and saying, you know, I'm in recovery. I hear somebody else standing in front of a group of women talking about having horrible atrocities done to them. I see a man typing out information on a computer, whether this is for a book or what. And I can see it reads this tells my story. It reads my story. I see others advocating on others' behalves. I see other readers putting in the work and sitting with others. There are others of you who are sitting with those in crisis. Scorpio, this is the battle line, and this is where we help people heal. It's like the pain, the worst of the pain is over. And the sword of truth comes in and cuts away any last restraint that you've had to anything. And then you speak your truth. And your truth can be going in and getting your hands dirty and building, you know, being like a part of something like Habitat for Humanity. Building homes, helping in aid. It's all of, I got the chills, oh my God. All of the different ways that you are all coming together to help others. You are being the change in the world that you want to see. And it's like you're looking back and you're watching these worlds crumble around you. You're watching them all fall apart. The demise of it all. The devil in the upright. It's like you haven't seen the last of me yet, is what I'm hearing. This devil, please, Spirit. You know, there's going to be people that you're still going to deal with who think that they've won. And they haven't. They're so assured of themselves, so assured. So egotistical, so narcissistic, so psycho, so delusional. they think they still can't be beat. The reality for some of these people hasn't set in yet. And if it is starting to set in, it's a humbling experience. Talking about a come to Jesus moment, right? Scorpio, even throughout it all, here you are, just doing the damn thing. For some of you, I get so tired of the same old storyline because these people with these intentions, but it's still true. This devil could come back around. I've learned lessons. I've done the work. I appreciate you. You don't know what you've done for me. Let's talk. Let's build. Scorpio, careful with the people you let back in. Some people, again, I'm going to go back to what I said earlier. Some people deserve compassion, and some people, they've done so much damage, there's no compassion to give. It's, if they're coming to you and apologizing, you could simply just look at them and go, okay. And they're expecting, there's that silence, right? They could be expecting you to give a full-hearted, open-hearted plea and speech and all of these things from before, like you would have. Like you tried so hard to make whatever it was work. And now all you got is an okay. Nothing left. There's nothing left to be said. You, whoever you might be, right? You made those decisions. You made a choice for both of us. The bottom of the deck, cut down, cutting out separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. Say nothing, Scorpio. Is there really anything that needs to be said? Anything else when it comes to this devil? This was karmic. It taught you, Scorpio, how to let go. It taught you how to heal yourself. It taught you how to stand up for yourself. It taught you your inner strength. It taught you this great glory and wisdom. Some of you could be 60 years old and just learning this. Spirit brought in the number 60. It could be 60 months. This could have been 5 years ago. This whole thing could have started 5 years ago. I feel like I'm typing up a car term here. Spirit, ooh, for 60 months you led me on a wild goose chase. So whatever that means. So there's your 5 years, right? There's something very specific, but Scorps, you've let go of this. It is no more. This Queen of Cups for Scorpio. This seriously could have affected the same two cards. This could have really had a negative impact on your finances. The abundance coming out in the reverse with the Five of Pentacles. Like, this could have really, this could be, on a global scale, there's taxes or all that shit. All of a sudden, I've been talking about that a lot. Spirit, just delivering messages, right? But there's something around the money aspect, Scorpio, that this taught you about the value of not just yourself, but the dollar, of the tangible, where there's a balance in that. Because I just said this to somebody today, Scorpio's equal opposite Taurus, right? There's where we need to put in a lot of work. We don't have a great understanding from the other side of that. And here it is, lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and healing those aspects. Scorpio, you could have gone from like 0 to hero kind of thing, right? In terms of money, and somebody is watching you, they're probably talking about you, they see this, you're gaining information, you could be very busy with text and calls and people coming to you. This card came out of nowhere, the Six of Pentacles. This person I said earlier, like, it's like things are balancing out for you, and somebody is watching this happen, and as this is happening for you, that could be why they're coming back around. The narcissist, there it is. You're done. Look, the narcissist coming out in the reverse and love call. I have healed myself. I am here. I just want to talk. Can we talk about it? No. There's nothing to talk about. I'm healing myself and I'm off to heal the world. There's nothing here to talk about. Grounding, backstabbing, and mirror. sum that up in one sentence, Scorpio, you've learned your lesson. Kudos. I don't know. I'm leaving it there. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you to everybody who has kept me busy this week with personal reads. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Look forward to the ones to come. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to these messages. Sometimes I don't know if I'm done lost it or what, but some of these messages here the last 2 days have been something I wasn't anticipating, and I'm feeling that paradigm shift personally, and I would imagine that you all are too. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel, for me, sending you much love as always. I'll talk to you soon.